Hey guys, I want to bring you a few more interesting attacks from our recent war against bandits. I love this war since it was a more of a natural th8 to 10 clan we were opposing, and they did put up a pretty good fight with 68 war stars. In this video, I'm going to show you a couple more double walk style attacks where use healers to cut both sides of the base. This one, Rossrich, and the second one, also by Rossrich, are witch walks along the sides. I believe this is colloquially known as witch slap, although I honestly don't understand that name. Doesn't really what is the slap part? I guess because all she's chewing is trash. She's not really punching in the center. In any case, this is the base that one of the two bases that Rossrich 3-starred with the witch walk. He's going to bring witches down two sides of the base here and just work his way down. Let's show you his troop comp. He's got one golem to punch into the core with CC bowlers and wizards and the queen. He's got a couple jumps to move those troops through the base. So let's see how he takes it. Oops, there we go. First off, starts his first witch team off to the north and the second one off to the west. I think the expectation is that one team is going to move along to the east and the other is going to move along to the south. He drops some witches in the center as well to start cutting that area along with the queen, Barbarian King, Golem, Wizards, and puts the first jump down to get the golem in. Bowlers go in with some witches and the queen. The king is drifted off. Guess the funnel wasn't quite strong enough, but that's alright. He's taking out of that archer tower. Actually, he's not taking the archer tower, but he's over there helping out the witches. The poisons go down to handle the CC as it comes out. You see that the witches are still working along the north side and making a little more progress on the southwest. Queen gets the CC down. Bowlers and queen still working together as they move into the U of the base. DK has nicely moved down and joined on the other side of U, and presumably about to engage the enemy archer queen. Slide up a little here. He's got a cleanup wizard coming in. Witches are still creeping along down to the south. Golemite's still doing some tanking. Bowlers and the queen still working together. DK has killed the enemy archer queen. He's tanking Tesla for the enemy archer tower, I think, for the witches. And again, still the witches keep going to the south. Archer queen keeps nibbling off stuff in the middle. King's nearly dead, but he has a healer on him, kind of keeping him alive, and now he's down. Healer switches to the witches. Almost loses those witches there to a giant bomb, but we're getting close to the end anyways. Let's see here, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 witches still alive? 8 witches still alive. So a really successful attack at utilizing his witches. How many did he bring? 10. So we only lost 2 witches. Really interesting attack. Alright, let's check out the next one. That was an Expo th9. The second attack is missing Expo, so it's not as interesting from repeatability, but for you guys who are a little lower down in the th9 ranks, maybe this will be more useful. So very symmetric base, centered air defenses. I don't think this is traditionally what you think for Witch Slap, but the way that he's sort of created these carve-outs with cannons on the outside mean that a traditional golem attack is likely to end up a little wider than you intended in terms of funnel. Personally for this base, I might think more like stoned Gobaho from the northeast. Go ahead and let my golem go off to that cannon, support him heavily with wizards, and then get some a golem going off on the east cannon, etc. Sorry, not about Stone Goboho. That'd probably be my pick on this, but that's one of the reasons I want to show you this, because Ross uses an attack that I wouldn't have thought of. Alright, where to go? Here on the south. I think his goal here on this strategy is going to be to keep the healers away from the air defenses. They're very far in the core, so I think that's why this attack works. He also puts down the golem, the tank, along with BK, and witches in the center to cut that middle and drive the other witch teams around to the sides. Wall breakers in. He hadn't quite cut enough material here, so you can see the BK is drifting around, but the bowlers and the queen went in, which is really what needs to happen. He drops a jump to get access to the core. Poison's very timely. Doubles down on that, which is good to get the dragon. And the nice thing about that strategy he just did is he also gets to poison the BK and the AQ with the same poisons. Alright, drops a heal to keep the bowlers moving through the center. Queen is getting some tanking from the skellies off to the northeast as she takes out the wizard tower. Golem is still tanking the bowlers in the middle. Healers and witches are working on the southwest side. BK has gotten knocked down, but that's alright. Again, the golem keeps just tanking the next defense. Jump goes down, bowlers, golem move through, and the witches continue to move around the sides. Queen has gotten a little stuck here, which has sort of stalled things, and you can see that he's lost his witches on the northeast. But with only 2 cannons left, and the queen still unpopped and near full health, well, before the double giant bomb she was, so pop goes the weasel, and he's still got, it looks like 5 witches, a full golem, a bowler, a healer. Looks like he's got the super golem going, which ordinarily you don't want to see, but it's one lonely healer at the end. It's no real harm. Now, this would be a small criticism. I think if he could have fit 2 archers, or at least 1, into his army comp so that he could have picked off one of these builder huts in the corners, he would have had less risk of possibly getting clocked out. Alright, so there you have it. 2 witch slap, witch walk videos. One against a th9 with expos, and another against a th8.5 without expos. Both those attacks with mid-level heroes, not AQ30s, and both for 3 stars. So I hope that helps you visualize how you might be able to use witch walk, witch slap against th9s in your next vortex. Thanks, loyal viewers.